Hello, everyone. This is Bernie Strum, and welcome to my YouTube channel for today's broadcast of Field of Green's third tournament in our schedule, the Australian Open from Sydney, Australia. Last week we did the Sony Open from Honolulu, Hawaii, and we learned a lot, and we're going to make some changes based on what we did there. First off, let's talk about what changes we're going to make. Then we'll load the program and I'll show you where we're at. First off, the first day of the broadcast is the full complement of golfers before the cut. We ran the tournament an hour. It wasn't long enough. Wasn't able to finish everything. It seemed kind of long to me. So in the second round, with still the full complement of golfers, we ran a 30-minute broadcast, and that seemed kind of short. Well, then we had the cut, and the field was cut in essentially half, and we did two 1-hour broadcasts. The last broadcast went a little longer, about an hour and 10, 15 minutes, and that seemed just right. So what I think I've decided to do is I'm going to sim opening round and round two and get directly to the cut today in a very short broadcast. And on Saturday, I'm going to do round three, which will be approximately an hour. We'll get to watch the whole tournament, and probably an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes, round four on Sunday. So we're going to try it this way. I appreciated the comments I got last week, and that's why we've changed it up like this. And of course, nothing's permanent. We can change it up again, but let's see how it's going to work this time. So without any further ado, let's load the golf tournament. Before we get any further, this is the cup points for the season through two tournaments. Ernie Els, and let's give some of our Field of Greens members a shout out. Ernie Els, I believe, is an MV golfer. I need to check. Yes, Manchester Swingers. He leads in cup points. McDonald Smith, I know, belongs to Big Clue. He won last week's tournament. Roberto DiVincenzo, I believe that's another. No, that's a David. So we've got MV in the first spot, Big Clue in the second, David in the third, Bruce Crampton. Who is Bruce Crampton? He belongs to Steve. So we got a bunch of regulars up top. Johnny Miller, who's next in the fifth spot. And Johnny Miller is part of where is he? Jeff's team. Okay, so that's who's leading. Then, of course, Jack Nicklaus is number 6. Nicklaus, I believe, is a, well, instead of guessing, why don't I just look on the sheet here? Jack Nicklaus is another Clue. So Clue's got 2 of the top 6 golfers. Let's go to the schedule. And we see the Australian Open here from Melbourne Club in Sydney, Australia. We are going to play the event. Oh, by the way, before we play the event, let me just go down. We've got a tournament a week here. Farmers Insurance in Torrey Pines, then Pebble Beach, then Scottsdale, PGA West, Riviera in LA, PGA National. Then we hit Florida, Blue Club, Bay Hill Club, March. And we're going to get to April 3rd, which is the week before Augusta, and the week of the Shell Open from Redstone. And that will be the first tournament play between teams. And that's when it's scheduled for. Anyway, there's the background. Let's play the tournament. We're just going to sim the first 2 rounds. We're going to get the cut done. We'll go over and see who's cut, who made the cut, who didn't make the cut, and we'll call it a broadcast, and we'll meet again on Saturday for round 3. So let's tee off. Those are the golfers. It's a really long list. So we won't look at them all, but let's play the round and we can watch the leaderboard. Vijay Singh pitched one in from 14 yards out. He is the leader in early going. Jack Nicklaus second. Chichi Rodriguez is up there. Jose Maria Olazabal is now second. Jack Nicklaus is still up there. Vijay Singh is 5 under through 7. Nicklaus 2 under through 10. I know this isn't much fun not watching the golf being played, but there's no other way to get through these opening 2 rounds. And once we're finished with these, we'll start watching the golf on Saturday. Vijay Singh through 10, 4 under. Lloyd Mangrum, Davis Love, Olazabal, and Nicklaus, top 5. We've got Jason Day, who put one within a foot from 18 yards. And then from 13 yards, 4 feet, Tom Kite, a lob wedge from 25 yards. And there's Fuzzy Zeller, lob wedge from 11 yards. Hold that one out, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner under replays. Nicklaus now leading the tournament, a stroke ahead. Vijay Singh tied for second, 3 under. And this course is full. Nicklaus is in the clubhouse, 67 under, 67 for the day, 4 under. He is the leader in the clubhouse, tied with Mangrum, who is still on the course. Chichi Rodriguez, Luke Donald finished at 70s, 1 under. Glance over at the replays, nothing spectacular. Scotty Scheffler about to tee off. Phil Mickelson is on top of the leaderboard with a bunch of players at 4 under. Vijay Singh, Jack Nicklaus, both in the clubhouse at 67. Olazabal in 1 stroke back at a 68. And there are a lot of golfers in this tournament. Wonder where the cut line's going to be. A 4 or 5 golfers down there. Hal Sutton, Pavin, Stockton, and Couples, 69, 2 under, 2 back. There's a whole host of golfers at the top of the leaderboard. Now Greg Norman through 15 is now 6 under. Hey, Carlos, how you doing? Let's see if we have anything. Justin Thomas pitching wedge from 120 yards to a foot. 150 yards to 3 feet, Sam Snead. Greg Norman tied. No, he just went ahead. 5 under. There's a group of golfers at 67. Tied for second. Let's see why people are clapping over here. Ralph Goodall, hold it from 184 yards. We'll have to watch that one. Goodall is leading the tournament through 9. He's 5 under. Now we drop back. Greg Norman's in the clubhouse at 66, the leader. Midlife crisis comes by. Ton of golfers at the top of this leaderboard, all within a stroke. And there are a lot of golfers to get through. Can't wait to see what the cut line is after the second round. Norman now in the clubhouse, 5 under 66. Hogan sticks his nose in there through 9. He's at 5 under. Let's check and see what's going on. Flop shot within 2 feet. Gotta see this Ralph Goodall shot when it's all over. So we're gonna watch that one. Trevino now at the top of the leaderboard. Well, as you can see, the last group is on hole number 4. So not very much longer before we're going to have this round done as Hogan and Trevino and Greg Norman in the clubhouse lead at 5 under. Like I said, it's not too exciting, but this is the only way to get through these first 2 rounds. I'm not sure who told me that 1 hour was too long and 30 minutes was too little, but he's absolutely right. With a full field like this, you'd need at least 2 hours to do a proper job in the first 2 rounds, 2 hours each round covering the golfers as Lee Trevino takes a 1-stroke lead. Goodall and Norman in the clubhouse at 5 under. Trevino in the clubhouse, 1-stroke lead. Rahm and Stricker, a couple of strokes back on the 16th. We're almost done with round 1. And we are finished. A first-round leader, Lee Trevino, followed by a trio of golfers, Hogan, Goodall, and Norman. Let's take a look at Lee Trevino. Who does Lee Trevino belong to? I got to look at my list. Midlife crisis. Trevino leads Ben Hogan. Should be on the first page. Ben Hogan. Buckshot. Ralph Goodall. I'll learn these before they're off. Midlife crisis. 2 of the top 3 golfers. And Greg Norman is Steve Tate. Well, there we go. Before we go to round 2 and see who makes the cut, let's watch Ralph's 6-iron from 184 yards. And there it is. It's in the cup. Anything else? Steve Stricker from 11 yards. That's holed out. Anybody else? Oh, good. Oh, 13 yards. Denny Shoot, I think is how you pronounce it. Nothing beats that Goodall shot from 184 yards. Anybody else hold out? Yeah, 10 yards now. Wait, and 11 yards. Okay, that's it. Let's finish round 1. We advance to the second round. Let's play the second round. See who's going to play on Saturday and who's going to go home. Keep an eye on the leaderboard. Gary Player sneaks up. He's on the third hole. He's 5 under. Mark O'Meara right behind him. My golfer, Tiger Woods, is at 2 under. He did not make the cut last week. Hogan, Trevino, Gary Player, and Mark O'Meara all on the course, all on the top of the leaderboard, 7 under and 6 under respectively. Nothing in the recent replays yet. Lee Trevino sneaks ahead. He's 8 under. Hogan and O'Meara 7 under, just one stroke back. Then Ralph Goodall at 6 under. Well, we're at 15 minutes on the broadcast, so even simming 2 rounds are going to be at least 20, 25 minutes. Trevino now 9 under, 2 strokes ahead of Goodall at 7. Ben Hogan drops to 3 back. A new name in there, Henry Picard, 5 under par. That's Ben Hogan. He pitched one in. He's 7 under, but Trevino goes to 10 under. Haven't seen hide the hair of Tiger Woods in 2 weeks. The first round draft pick, number 1 pick, as a matter of fact. First golfer in the clubhouse, David Duval, 4 under. Mark O'Meara, 3 under. David Duval, the leader in the clubhouse. But he's 7 strokes back of Lee Trevino. Sergio Garcia chips one in. He's 4 under through 10, but he's 6 strokes back. Colin Morikawa, 14-yard chip in the hole. Hogan wow 1 stroke behind Lee Trevino. And still no sign of my golfer, Tiger Woods. Jack Nicklaus is yet to tee off today. Hogan now at 11 under takes over from Lee Trevino, both through 16. Not much movement anywhere else, but Trevino and Hogan did make some movement today. Hogan 7 under, Trevino 4 under, everybody else. Well, Byron Nelson's 4 under, but everybody else seems to sort of stayed where they were. It is a long flight to Sydney, Australia, Carlos. Hogan in with a 65 today, leads at 11 under. Trevino second. He's in with a 67, 10 under. As Tommy Armour just pitched one in. Sergio Garcia is third at 8 under. He's through 17. Greg Norman and Ralph Goodall 7 under. They just are next. And Sergio Garcia finishes with a 67, 7 under par. Low round today, Ben Hogan is our leader at 65 so far. '67 is Sergio Garcia. Jack Nicklaus on the tee. And I believe we're all on the course. Greg Norman, Vijay Singh trying to close the gap. Hogan and Lee Trevino ahead of him. Justin Thomas just finished with a 60-80, he's 6 under, 5 strokes back. Vijay Singh puts a sand wedge on the lip of the hole as Luke Donald pitches one in from 20 yards. Anybody want to guess what the cut is? I have no idea. But we're about to find out. Greg Norman now 1 stroke back on the 16th, 5 under for the day. Vijay Singh 2 strokes back. And Greg Norman now tied for the lead with a hole to go. He's 6 under for the day. Greg Norman's in the clubhouse with a 66. He bogeyed the last hole. He's 1 stroke behind Hogan, tied with Lee Trevino. Everybody's either finished or on the back 9. Vijay Singh, 8 under. Sergio Garcia just finishes with a 67. He's 7 under, 4 strokes back. I think the leaderboard's just about done, and there it is. Let's watch Vijay Singh's shot, sand wedge from 94 yards. See how close it comes to going in. And that's about as close as it's going to get. Okay, Ben Hogan leads by 1 over Greg Norman. Lee Trevino's also 1 stroke back. Vijay Singh 2 strokes back. Raymond Floyd and Ralph Goodall and Sergio Garcia, trio of golfers, 7 under, and a bunch of guys at 6 under. Let me look at Ben Hogan again. Ben Hogan is Buckshot. So Buckshot leads the tournament. Let's see where the cut line is, though, because not everybody's going to play on Saturday. Well, I'm guessing I have to finish the round before we take a look at it. And here it is. The cut is -1. Let's see some famous golfers that didn't make it. Well, of course, everybody's famous that's playing in our league. Ben Crenshaw, Craig Stadler, Walter Hagen, Roberto DiVincenzo, that was early leader. Scotty Scheffler doesn't make it. Brian DeChambeau doesn't make it. Sam Snead. Rory McIlroy doesn't make it. Bruce Crampton, one of the early leaders, he doesn't make it. One of my golfers, UB Green, he doesn't make it. Jordan Spieth, probably one of my best golfers, he doesn't make it. Dustin Johnson was an early leader. He doesn't make it. And Curtis Strange, I think, is one of mine. He's last. Anyway, there we go. Starting on Saturday, it'll be Ben Hogan, Lee Trevino, and Greg Norman. And they will, it looks like they're going to be paired up two apiece. Lee Trevino, Hogan will be playing together. Norman and Singh will be playing together for the championship of the Australian Open. I would like to thank Carlos Yaz, Midlife Crisis, for coming by. And if anybody wants to comment on whether this was the way to go or do you want to see more golf in the first 2 rounds, please feel free to do so. I'm going to learn how to back this up eventually. But right now, I want to do what I do. And we're going to close it down and wish everybody a wonderful Thursday evening, July 3rd. Hope you have a nice 4th tomorrow. We'll meet again on the 5th at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern for round 3 of the ISPS Handa Australian Open. I'd like to thank you, everyone, for coming by, and we will see you Saturday. That's not what I want. That's what I want. Have a nice day, guys.